Today's show really should be just about Travis Konecny. 13 goals now on the season. He gets one to make it. He scored the second goal. He makes it 2-0, like 4:28 into the first period. And then he makes it 3-1 with the empty netter. 13 goals on the season. And just bringing up the old NHLstats.com. You know how many guys have more than 13 goals? 7. 7 dudes in the whole league have more goals than Travis Konecny. Their names are Kirill Kaprizov, Mikko Rantanen, William Nylander, Braden Point, Alex Ovechkin, Leon Draisaitl, and Sam Reinhart. I just named like all the best scorers in the league.
So what you're saying is Travis Konecny is one of the 10 best players in hockey.
He is top 10 in terms of goal total right now. There's a lot of dudes with like 13, 12, 13, 14, but he's now in that 13 range. There's games going on. Like I know Sam Reinhart's listed here with 17. I know he already has 18, but like he is near the top of the league in goal scoring.
He's good.
I know that we were skeptical of the idea of a Travis Konecny contract extension. The thought process behind it just being how old is he actually going to be when this team is competing to win championships? Does it make sense to, put almost $9 million of the cap towards a dude who will be in his 30s in all likelihood when this team's actually good? Mm-hmm. That thought process still rattles around in my mind, but it's real nice having him here.
Turns out having good players on your team is both fun and good.
Yeah.
Who could have predicted? I mean, I was with you on the Konecny extension. I just thought, maybe
does it make sense?
Right. Maybe we can do something else with that. Maybe we can get a really nice haul for him at the deadline if we traded him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not mad about it.
No,
at this point,
certainly.
It's real good.
As long as it was like, especially when they started saying like the 10, 11 million, it was like, okay. But being sub 9 and where the cap might be going, like, I do think he can live with it. Now, they do have like a number of contracts that it's like, I think he can live with that. The Sanheim one looks like as long as he holds up is going to be a steal.
Yes.
Like, that's great. Owen Tippett having a bad year. I think I know what he is, though.
I'm feeling a little.
He'll probably start scoring again at some point, if not this year, in the future. I believe
will he
he's
going
to be
again?
He's going to be at least a 27, 28 goal scorer. I hope.
Switch back to that Konecny stick, and he's set.
Go back to the TK stick, man.
All you need to do, bud.
But TK using a TK stick, and he's scoring a ton with it. So maybe everyone should.
Maybe everyone should just use Travis Konecny stick.
There's a whole bunch of guys who
just
need
to score
can't
goals.
See,
like Forster, give him Konecny stick. Just Tippett, Konecny stick.
So many times throughout the game, I'm like, are they ever going to score again?
No. Farabee, Konecny stick. Lawton. Everybody. Just order 150 of his sticks.
Left or right-handed, doesn't matter. Just start using TK's stick. I really just want to... A lot went wrong during the Ron Hextall years when it was like, we're going to draft and develop. And it's like, well, you drafted.
They did draft players.
And then
they didn't do the second part.
A bunch of those guys just aren't here or aren't very good. Yeah. The first one, Travis Sanheim, and the second first-round pick of 2015, Travis Konecny.
He nailed the Travis.
If he only drafted dudes named Travis, he'd still be the GM.
Yeah, right? Maybe that was the ticket for him.
It's been really cool seeing these guys step up over the years for a team that was like, all right, your era didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, we're rebuilding because the TK and Sanheim era just didn't really work out, at least their rebuild, retool, whatever the hell that was. But they're still real. I mean, this is the best hockey they've ever played now. Yes. Not even just still real good. They are peaking.
Yeah.
As we're rebuilding.
And the thing about it is, I feel like a lot of times, like the naysayers and the tank lovers and all that stuff, they say things, oh, Travis Konecny, like, oh, you're so excited about Travis Konecny. He wouldn't be a third liner on a good team. But like, no, the Travises, both of them are very good. Yes. Like, objectively good on any hockey team in any league. They're good players, and we get to root for them. That's pretty fun.
He would be a third liner on Team Canada.
Team Canada, yeah.
Or like that Penguins team that had Phil Kessel on the third line.
Oh, yeah.
Because they could afford to spread the talent around because they had like one of the best players ever in Sidney Crosby.
Right.
And like one of the best players of his generation in Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah.
Like, so they could spread the talent around. But he's... ideally, do you want him on your first line? I don't know. Depends on who else is on that first line.
Yeah.
But like him as a second liner is awesome. Like that means you have an excellent second line no matter who else is on.
I was going to say, if you're lucky enough to have a player like Konecny on your second line, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
he's been terrific.
If we get centers, it's over.
They just so badly need centers.
Yeah. If we get centers, look out, NHL. Any day now.
It is, I guess, like, I mean, it is like the premier position and it's tough to get. And
there's not that many of them.
I understand. It's just like, wow, we have so many wingers. Like, even we were saying in pregame, like, yeah, I want another defenseman or two just to kind of bump everyone down a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have a glut of pretty good defensemen.
Yeah.
How do they just not have a center?
They just have none.
Like, not one guy who fits the role that he needs to fit in. Like Sean Couturier, he's playing his ass off right now. Gets an assist on the TK goal, the first one. Yeah, he scores so many. You got to specify.
Yeah.
Gets an assist on that one. He's been good, but it's like, yeah, ideally you don't want him playing. What did he play tonight? 19-12.
That's a lot.
Like that's a lot.
That's too
and he's been into the 20s lately. It's kind of, we'll see how that goes. We saw what happened last season, but yeah, Morgan Frost, he's got skill, but how much and how consistent is it? I thought he played well today.
He
but
did.
Dan, despite not having a shot, he may not. Did he end up with a shot, Morgan Frost? No shots on goal for Frost.
So benched again. Next game.
Same for Michkov, which is interesting. Mish didn't play a ton in the third period either.
He did. It was a quiet game for him, and I kind of noticed in the first, I was like, not really hearing a lot of michkov coming out of JJ's mouth, which is odd. Something
I want to talk to Charlie about is...
he did have that one play, though.
I mean, the setup to Forster, that's the thing is...
How he kept that puck, I have no idea.
He doesn't get the puck across the ice. I think it was Sanheim who's trying to get it over to. Can't get it across.
And I think we both at that moment assumed that it had been turned over.
Yeah,
and they were going to go the other way.
It's kind of loose, and it looks like it's going to get poked off his stick. And he just somehow regroups and then gets it back on that beautiful drop pass to Forster. Forster, another guy, really. Thank God Travis Konecny is scoring this much.
I know, right?
Because if he wasn't,
no one else is.
If he wasn't, they would lose every single game 2-1. Yeah. Someone would get lucky and a puck would go in, and that would be the only way they would score, and they would lose every single game. Maybe there's a lot of people who would like that, but I'm not one of them right now. I am very much enjoying what the Flyers are giving us in terms of just good hockey games to watch. Sure, drafting high would be nice, but the games are fun to watch right now, and nothing really matters until after Christmas.
I'm really having a lot of fun watching this stupid hockey team.
They play, we were saying, like, it's inconvenient in one aspect, like, we have to get post-game set up.
Yeah.
I have to send a title and description, and we need graphics and stuff.
Can't do it.
That makes it inconvenient when every game is a 1-goal game. Every game goes to overtime. But that said, dramatic games are more fun to watch for the most part. Yep. I mean, if they had won today 7-0, the way it looked like it was going to go in the first 4.5 minutes,
that also would have been fun.
That would have been really cool
in a different way.
Yeah, we could have got started halfway through the second period if it kept going the way it did. But Igor Shesterkin was in net.
He's pretty good.
But TK beat him, as did Bobby Brinken. That first period, 2 goals in the first 4:24, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Outshot the Rangers 15-4. Brink and TK both score on rushes. I have never seen, especially in the first 40 minutes of this game, more odd man rushes.
There were so many.
The Rangers gave up a 2-on-1 out of the opening second period faceoff. How? Everyone's in position. You're lined up in position.
I don't know.
And they give up a 2-on-1 somehow. There's a lot of zone time and pressure. It was a physical game. Like, that was just fun to watch.
And I'll be honest with you. So one of the things, like, I don't know about you, but I'm always like texting someone during games, like just talking about it. One of the things that I feel like I have been noticing a lot lately is that the Flyers 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, they skate the puck in and they just skate all the way to the goal line with it and like never get a shot off. Or if they do get a shot off, it's like well wide. Like they never do anything with these odd man rushes. Today it was just like shot after shot after shot, rush after rush after rush. It was like, okay, like this is what you're supposed to do when you have one extra guy.
And it did feel like, okay, you know, they have all these chances, they haven't scored, but like again, it is Igor Shesterkin.
He's good.
But I was happy with some shots for rebounds on those rushes if they didn't think they had an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys just not hesitating, not holding the puck till they just run out of room.
Right.
Like I thought the theme in the first two periods against Nashville was like, oh, damn, I'm out of room.
Yes,
like,
yes.
So much.
Just skating all the way down to the boards. Like, no.
Or,
Before
like,
you get down there.
Taking it
how
out,
about a shot?
like taking it back out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're on top of the point man. They have nowhere to go with the puck, and it just gets poked out of the zone because they have nowhere to go. Like, and tonight at least, or today at least, they took advantage of what the space that the Rangers were giving them.
Yeah.
They could have scored a little more, absolutely. But again, it's Shesterkin. Like that's going to happen.
Getting two on him that quick was like real lucky because beating him is hard.
It is. It's like
really hard.
Bobby Brink against any other goalie could have had a hat trick tonight.
Yes, easily.
It was. They had a ton of chances. It was lucky to get him that early.
Yes.
It's I think it's a thing with great pitchers. Like if you don't get them early, you're not going to get them. Like they work themselves into a groove, and that's clearly what happened. Maybe the Flyers were too dominant in the first period. They let Shesterkin see too many pucks, and then he was feeling it late because they scored again 2 in the first 4.5 minutes, and then don't score again until the final 30 seconds with an empty net.
Right.
But it was just cool to see them come out and have that sort of jump after they were slow. I realized they won that Nashville game and they played good defensively. I don't know if they want to run. I don't know if they want to puck race that entire game.
No,
they looked like they ate their Thanksgiving dinner that night, and today they looked all fresh. And I don't know what it was, but they really had some jump to beat the Rangers today.
Maybe it's the mustaches.
Maybe
everyone's got them now.
It's Movember. You gotta have the stash.
They should never shave them.
Maybe Joel Farabee needs to.
No, he looks ridiculous. It's great.
He looks great, but he may never score.
Well, that's true.
Again.
We all silly like the mayor.